What's good, you guys? It's today here, back again once again. Today, I have an interesting game. So here we are with SteamWorld Dig 2. And I will say, thank you so much to my partner. I partner with Freedom Central, and they had game giveaways, and they gave me this game, and so I'm doing a review on it. So I really enjoy this game. I've seen gameplay, I've seen an entire Let's Play. It was a while ago though, so I don't remember everything, which I love the fact that now I have the chance to just re-experience all over again. And I want to share that with you guys. Once again, thank you so much to Freedom and the game people itself for sponsoring it. Now, I will say, one thing I love about this game is I have so many games that won't work on my computer. They just won't. They won't work. I didn't have a chance to check the mic quality, so I do apologize if I'm too low or too loud. Do apologize. But, usually if I can hear the volume, it's a little too loud, so I guess I can turn it down. Oh, a little. But, usually games I get don't work on my computer, which is why I was hesitant at first to do it, because I was being like, well, what do I do if it doesn't work, and then I have bad credit with them. But, luckily, this game, amazing art style, but also low processing power. You don't really need. Now, I will say, one of my only gripes, and I understand how it is, so, being the person that I am, I go into controls, and when it comes to controls, you have to use the arrow keys and the WASD keys. Personally, for me, I don't like using arrow keys, but I don't know. You could be a different person. I don't like using arrow keys, so it really put me off to try and play this without a controller. But luckily for me, I have a controller. Personally, I don't think it super matters, really. But anyway, let's go ahead, let's get into this. I did start a game. You can see I didn't really do much. I'm gonna delete it. That's just to prove I didn't do much. I didn't do anything in the we're gonna be playing on normal because the game isn't really hard. And again, the art, it's not lagging, it's not breaking, it's perfect. Oh, hold up. We'll mention it after the link. Missing Rusty, the quiet type, height 1 tile. Contact Dorothy McCrack. Where have you gone, Rusty? So, one thing I did forget to mention, and this is my fault, one thing I did forget to mention is the simple fact that the game is a sequel. It is a sequel. So, when I did watch it, I had a little bit of confusion about what was going on, but really, the story kind of differs, and you can pretty much get most of it. What do we have here? Miners wanted. Continue east to El Machino and dig up your destiny. Now, depending on how much support this series gets, it will depend on how much we dive into it, whether we do 100% or if I'm just gonna rush to the story. Because I will say that oh gosh, jeez, I can't watch up. I wasn't sure if I could watch up yet or if I had to get an upgrade. So the whole premise of the game is it's a really story-based game. I will say one thing: if you're rushing to the end, really, you're not gonna get much out of it, because the whole point of the I remember what happened. Ow, ouch, huh? Scrap, gosh darn it, my light broke. Wow, what is this place? I have to explore to find another way out. So, I like the tutorial style, I really do, and like I said, I've already seen a playthrough of this game. I still love it, and I would still watch it over and over and over again if I had the chance. Why? I just enjoy it. Now, something you should know is you can do, if you're really careful, you can stand just on the edge to do something, because the whole thing about this game is, of course, you're a miner, but it's also like it's a limited resource game. Literally, everything is limited. Like, eventually we can come back here, and this will still be broken. It's just gone. Which is why you do need, I think those might respawn, I'm not sure. But, you know, it's really limited resource. Oh, it's a stay that way? It does. Okay, so before we go down there, let's explore over here. Something I do find interesting was that we could do that. Grab that for health. Oh, okay. I don't think. Yeah. I remember. I remember. Like I said, we're just gonna do one video to start out with, and then mainly so I can submit it and stuff, and then I'll probably do more. Oh gosh. Because I can tell you right now, I'll be playing this game. The fact that they even gave me this game is amazing, and I very much appreciate it. If you are looking for a YouTube partnership, I will say Freedom is not necessarily the best. I'm not gonna deny it. They have their flaws. However, I will say if you're just starting out, it is probably one of the best to start into. Really good community, really good people, and just a bunch of fun stuff. Oh wait, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Whew. Glad I remembered that. So let's see here. I don't know which way we're supposed to go. And see, that's another thing. It's really open world. There are a couple of parts where it's like, okay, I need something to continue, which I guess is it's understandable. I can't do that though either, can I? No. Oh wait, can I? No, I can't. Well, I just stuck myself down here. Great. Spikes. Oh, shoot. Ah, I know what this is. So, these are the upgrade chambers. Now, what happens is, throughout the game, I'm not spoiling any of the story, throughout the game, you have these upgrade chambers that let you upgrade your abilities, and they give you different things. And I really like that system. Got the sprint hydraulics. Right. That lets us get through the door. Right. So, like I said, it is a newer game. I believe it did come out for, I believe it came out for the Switch. I see. Let's just clean that. Yeah. We're back. Nope. I think I want to say there's a secret somewhere in here. Oh. And like I said, it just overall the game. I'm all over the place. I apologize. I don't get a lot of chances to record, so I'm usually recording late at night. It's really late right now, so I'm a little tired. That's an understatement. But, you know, I really enjoy the art style, and if you have any interest in this game after this episode, by all means, go and get it. I believe, if I remember correctly, the game's only $20, which, to be honest, isn't a lot. Like, for nowadays, usually games are like, you know, $60 a piece, and there are just some games where it's like, they understand, like, you know, what things should be priced as. I'm not saying some games that, like, shouldn't be $60. There's some games that, by all means, should be $60, but there's also some games, like, to just name one of them, The Order of 1886. I don't have a PS4 myself, so I don't have it because it's PS4 exclusive. However, it is one of those games that I think really didn't need to be $60. Oh, glorious guiding light, please shine upon me. Yes, you may bask in my destructive glow. Blessings, wonderful rapture awaits. Yes. Ah! One shot. Ha ha ha. Whoa, what's going on here? Sweet, another pilgrim. But I'm not. Get ready to be zapped. Pew 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 pew. And that's another thing I should mention about this game while we're actually doing it. This game is really interesting when it comes to fighting mechanics. So, well, most games like this, like let's say Terraria or Minecraft, maybe they don't really have. I mean, I guess Minecraft has. I will do that to Minecraft. Minecraft does have some, but if I'm being honest with you, it doesn't have this style of boss fight. Like, there's a lot of boss fights in them in Terraria, and Minecraft really not so much. I can't. I'm bad at the game. I'm bad at platforming. Oh, ow. But I just love how unique, like, god damn, I can't. He's gonna regen. Yeah. I'm bad at the game, and I'm trying to speak at the same time, but the game just has that, like, feel of, like, originality, even though I've never played or seen gameplay of the first one. Yes. And it's gone. Achievement unlocked. The guiding lot. Hey, I was just about to light you up, you crazy cultist. I tried to tell you I'm not a cultist. Really? You bots all look the same to me. You look like some sort of Vectron sprite. Now, when I first saw my Let's Play, the Vectron was like, what's Vectron? How's that possible? My friend Rusty destroyed Vectron before he went missing. The cult stole me and plugged me in here to be worshipped. They wanted me to zap them. I can't do it without my cool totem, though. So what are we gonna do now? Well, I'm going to the big city. I heard that Rusty's been seen there. To the city, you say? Alright, if you insist, I suppose I can come with you. No. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of my furnace! What, and float around here all bored and alone? Your furnace is warm and comfy, and pestering me is fun. Darn it, I don't have time for this. I need to get out of here. It sounds like you need my help after all. I already scanned this area, and I guess I could let you use my map. Now let's get out of this place. Well, alright, come on then. So now we have the map. I want to at least get to all the different basic stuff to sort of like review the game. Like I said, it's one of those games where it's like, see, again, I'm all over the place, I do apologize, but it's one of those games where it was priced properly. I will say, another game that I praised a while ago, not too long ago, but there we go. But a while ago was it was called it was Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, in my opinion. So this is what the surface looks like. It's bright. Hey, your map is great. Could you use it to locate someone? Not even if I cared. You remind me of those nasty Fenlights from my father's stories of the old country. I'll just call you Fen for short. I'm Dorothy, but you can call me Dot. Yeah, whatever. I'm going back to me first now. Wake me up when something interesting happens. So, there's an interaction we can do here in a second. I jumped with that, right? Yeah, but, how do I think, no, I think I have to come in from the top. Gosh darn it, A is the jump button as well as the enter button. That's my fault. But, it's fairly priced. Like, Hollow Knight was only priced $20, and I feel like Hollow Knight deserved to be a bunch more. But there's also games such as, like, oh, I remember. I know how to get that. But, that's later. But, there's also games like, The Order of 1886, where I feel like even though it looks amazing, and even though it did take a long time to make, I feel like it wasn't necessarily worth that much. Just in my opinion. Oh my goodness, that earthquake made the elevator come crashing down. Ooh, did somebody get crushed? Why, I never. What sort of terrible thing are you? Hey, I'm not a thing. If I saw my totem, I'd zap you right now. Well, whatever you are, you need to mind your manners. Excuse us, ma'am. Fen hasn't really learned people skills yet. Why, if it isn't young Dorothy McCrae. Trader Carson, I didn't think I'd meet anyone I knew this far from home. Say, what's been going on in that little tumble town of yours? I've heard all sorts of rumors. Maybe later. Short story is a friend of mine has gone missing. A traveler saw these posters I put up and told me he'd been seen entering the mine of El Machino. Now the lift up to town is broken, so you'll have to climb the cliff to get up there. I'll be up shortly myself. Come by if you want to buy some upgrade cards. Just resting my old joints here for a bit. I'll come out with the town. Maybe later. I'll tell him in a future episode if I do any more of this game, which, again, ow, I forgot about the cactus. I'm forgetting about a lot of things. Like I said, it's been a while. And this is the first time I've had the game, but even still, I love it. I love the art style, I love everything about it. And like I said, if you're interested, by all means, pick it up. It's not too much. Oh no. I think it's up here. Is it up here? No, but we're getting close. Yeah, wait for it. Yeah, and there's all, and basically the whole thing of the game is that we're looking for a friend, and that I haven't played the first one, so I'm not 100% sure on all the story things. Oh, here we go. Wait, what's this button? Ooh, what a view! Why don't you take a closer look? You have to come closer. Come closer. So I want you to know, I'm only gonna do this because I'm 90% sure I get an achievement. Did I get an achievement? No achievement. I'm sad. I'm sad. I thought it would give me an achievement because that's like what he tells you to do. He tells you to come closer and closer, and then you fall off and die. Do I have to talk to you guys again? Ugh. I'll do that later. Dodge. Where's the Y button? Where's up top? Thanks. Not. Shush. Thank you. That just, I only do that because it annoys me to see the little things. It's like, I didn't complete it. Like, if, I want to let you know, if Pokemon had, like, the little speech bubbles anytime you didn't talk to a person, oh my gosh, I would never make it through the first town. I literally speak to everyone, and it would take forever. But it's okay. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, I just want to get up to the town and go through the basics of the game. That way you can see if you like it or not. I will say one thing I didn't like about this game, like I said, is it is limited. It's limited resource. So I'm not 100% sure if you can get everything in the game, like all the different upgrades, which I'll go over shortly eventually. Get to El Machino. We did it. I love this music as well. Yeah. Let me think of a mayor voice. I'm the mayor. Hey there. Keep calm, people.
Well, actually, these earthquakes are something to worry about.
I've already told you. My seismometer, I apologize, is getting some really strange readings. There are more important things to worry about, such as keeping the ore flowing.
You idiot.
Why don't you listen to the experts? Ma, please, these experts with their facts are still missing the big picture. What about that red scarf miner that never made it back up? I've already hired a guard to prevent more unprepared bots from disappearing. Now, let's all keep our heads cool and just remind ourselves that the mayor's office is not to blame here. Idiot! A red scarf miner. That must be Rusty. Finally, a promising lead. I think these earthquakes sound promising. Nothing like a bit of chaos to liven up an adventure. I need to talk to the mayor about entering the mine. Okay, we're gonna skip over it. What do you want to do? So, this is Turtle Bucket. He's a really nice guy. We have, eventually, like I said, we get these upgrades that we get from mining and stuff. We have Sprint and Hydraulics, we have the map. Now what the cogs are for is the cogs upgrade our abilities. So it's like, while buying the light, might give us, like, might make it last longer or something, it'll also, like, it'll have special ability. Now, I'm almost 100% sure that you can buy all the upgrades with money in the game. I'm not, however, sure if you can get all the cogs and it'll let you open everything in the game. Because I have seen it, and that's a lot of cogs. Which, I mean, is not, that's a personal quarry. I hate it when it's like, there's things that you can't, I hate it when there's upgrades that you can't get. Hey, now I'm late for my polish. If you got complaints, leave them at my office. And if it's about the quakes, don't bother. Some shaking, it's just normal around these parts. I'm not here to complain. I just need to access the mine to search for a lost bot. Ha! What I need is to get the mine running again. You don't even have a proper light. You're just as likely to get lost yourself, and I can't afford that. Not this close to an election. Hey, tell you what, there's a safer area to dig in, just left of the ladder down to the mine. If you can dig up ore to buy yourself a new light, God will let you enter the real mine. So, like I said, I think I'm gonna end off here. Just that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off here with just explaining the rest of the things. So, like I said, you have the workbench. Eventually you have a fast travel, which is there a way to? Yeah, as you can see, this map is huge. I can tell you, it probably goes down to about there. But then there's all these little subsections and things, and the tubes are like a fast travel. The tubes are blocked under there. Like, where are we? We're, here. So there is, I think there's a little bit more over here. But, so, we do have, then we have ores. Our backpack slots. Right now we only have 3, but eventually we can upgrade it. We have the cogs, which allow us to upgrade things, which you get from, we saw it earlier in the episode, I should have said, but we saw it earlier in the episode, and it was a, I just wanted that little thing to go away, and we saw like a little metal box on the other side. That's a cog. When you break it, we get 1 cog, and then we can use it to get certain upgrades. Eventually, we find this guy, and like I said, I'll probably go over this in episode 2 in more detail. Here's right here. Let me see. Architecture, digger, explorer, adventure. My word! These earthquakes are troublesome. The mayor must have someone look into this. What if all the wonderful treasures down there get crushed, perish the thought? So I guess you really like precious stones. No, I'm speaking of real treasures. Fascinating and strange artifacts. Something splendid with its own marvelous tale to tell. If you happen to find any artifacts, it would be lovely if you would let me have a look at them. Right, I'll keep an eye open for anything interesting. Splendid! I shall give you a blueprint if you at least give me 1 artifact. So that's another thing. So that's another thing, is we can get artifacts and hand them to this guy, and he'll give us blueprints, which give us upgrades. But basically, that's the entire thing of the game without counting the storyline. Now, I'm planning on doing, I'd say, at least 2 episodes of this. Not tonight, of course, because I gotta make sure this is okay, and then I have to make sure it's scheduled and edited and all that business. Hello, I've seen you've broken your light switch. I wonder, I wouldn't wander around in the dark with all the rumbling going on. So if you're heading, fix your light first. You can use my workbench if you like. He's so nice. I like him. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave a playlist in either in the description or the end card, which should be coming up quite soon, about the Let's Play I watched. Like I said, I'll be covering it myself as well. Just to make sure that I do a proper thing. But basically, that's the whole thing. And I guess, well, no, you've already seen this mine, and the only difference in mines like this, not interested in talking to you at the moment, but the only difference is you see these stones, and enemies. I didn't even think about them. And they give you, that was a bad idea. 1, 2, 3. It takes 3 hits right now. But you can see our level. The more you level up, the more money you get for getting ores. So So you have all these different ores and stuff. But that's basically the entire game. The entire game is like this. The only thing is you have to be very careful because, like I said, these blocks don't regen. We can go ahead and leave the mine, and they won't come back. And personally, for me, that takes away a little bit from the game. I understand why it does that, but also does take away. You see how it's safe? It does kind of take away because it's like you can accidentally trap yourself and never be able to get certain coins. You have to be very careful. And this is the last conversation of the episode. Gee whiz, you look like a small town bot just like me. How wonderful. I keep feeling so lonely lately, like a proper outsider. I thought it was just a whiff from the outhouse, but yeah, it's that outsider smell, alright. The glowy, sparkly thing is right. I'm not really cut out for big city life. Could you try and be a little nice for a change, friend? You might like it. I doubt it. He's really annoying. And you see, that guy's the money crab. Gosh darn it, this guy's the money crab. You hand him your things? Yep. There you get it. Bill of sale. You know, Mayor Yonker may be a chump, but he knows but he's right this time. We need to keep that ore flowing. I heard he's fretting so much that his hair's starting to rust. Yeah, see? Now, I've always take any ore off the miner's clients, whatever the circumstances. Like I said, we'll go into more detail in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for checking this episode. Thank you once again to a huge shout out to my NC and I always get this term wrong, like partner MGN, whatever it's called, Freedom, for giving me this game to test for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Once again, you know me guys, DJ Dan, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.